If you're depressed, it's probably because you don't know how to read.
Okay.
I used to be depressed, and then I learned to read. And the joy and whimsy that's been injected in my brain, you don't get this from a relationship, no.
I'm breaking up with you.
But I planned our whole future.
You get this from literature.
I bumped into this guy while doom scrolling on TikTok, and because I've been reading non-fictional books for the past year, his recommendation really intrigued me. Also, no spoilers in this video. I genuinely want you to enjoy this book as much as I did if you ever do get to it. The premise of this book takes place in an alternate America where the Bill of Life is approved in the Constitution, which basically states that women cannot get abortions, but they can retroactively abort their children. Which is called Unwind. They can abort their children between the ages of 13 and 18, basically before they become lawful adults. And like if you see your child doesn't fit in with society, is not of good service, or is a troublemaker, then you can just call the government and they will come up to your doorstep, pick up your child, and unwind them, which unwinding basically means they take all their body parts and donate them so they can have a purpose in the world. And yes, might I mention, the technology of this alternate America is advanced enough to make this process efficient and possible. The story begins with Connor, a 17-year-old that discovers his parents are going to unwind him, but he decides to run away from home before they come pick him up, and he begins with his escape adventure where he bumps into Lisa and Rev. Risa, a 16-year-old unsuccessful ward of state girl, is on her way to getting unwound, and Lev, a 13-year-old tithe, meaning he was raised by a religious family that practices tithing one of their children to the state. These three have a really interesting dynamic, and they bump into so many hurdles where they have to make vital decisions to survive until they turn 18, where it's basically illegal to be unwound. I highly recommend this book. I personally really liked it because yes, the storyline is great and you can't help but even root for the evil characters, but also for the different positions each character is put in, and you come to wonder, what would you be doing in those circumstances, and how would your choices have affected the people you're with, and how things might have turned out for others. One thing I really liked about this book were the clappers in the middle of the book. Now, when I started reading it, I did not pay much attention when they were mentioned in the beginning, but when I bumped into them in the middle, because they didn't explain much of the dynamics, I really thought that the writer of this book kind of forgot to mention details to explain how things worked in his story. But at the end, man, that's when everything made sense. I really like that. But regardless if you catch this detail and are surprised as much as I was, I'd still recommend it, and it's heck of a good listen too. Check out the audiobook on your favorite platform and see what the world would imply if the Bill of Life was actually a thing. I'm gonna start reading the next books because this is a book series, so follow and subscribe if you want to hear about it when I do. So whenever I post, we can chat about those too. When you finish it, let me know. Bye.